Welcome to my channel TT the Tutor. In this video, I am going to discuss about various kinds of communication. In an organization, several methods, channels and dimensions are used to pass the message from one person to other person. The success of an organization or an institution depends to a large extent on the system of communication. Before going into the topic, subscribe to my channel and stay updated. Communication has been classified into three heads based on style and purpose, based on the channel or medium used, and based on parties. First, based on style and purpose, communication is of two types: formal communication and informal communication. In formal communication, certain rules, conventions, and principles are followed while communicating message. Formal communication occurs in formal and official style. The use of slang and foul language is avoided and correct pronunciation is required. And also the authority lines are needed to be followed in formal communication. In case of informal communication, it is done using channels that are contrast with formal communication channel. It is just like a casual talk. It is established for social affiliations of members in an organization or any face-to-face discussions among their friends and family. Here, the use of slang, foul language is not restricted. And unlike formal communication, here informal communication does not follow any authority lines. And most of the time, people in an organization express more when talking informally rather than formal communication. Next is based on channel or medium used. So based on the channels or medium, communication is of two types: verbal communication and non-verbal communication. The communication expressed through spoken or written words is known as verbal communication. So communication expressed without words are called non-verbal communication. Again, verbal communication is of two types: oral and written communication. So when communication is done by words spoken, it is called oral communication. So in this type of communication, the exchange of opinion is done through face-to-face communication or with the help of any mechanical device. Oral communication can be in the form of personal talks, speeches, interviews, seminars, telephone talks, etc. And the main advantage of oral communication is it is very speed in transferring message, it saves time, and it provides immediate feedback and better understanding. In a face-to-face communication situation, the receiver can clearly understand the message. If the receiver cannot understand the message, he can also get clarified at once from the sender. And written communication, the exchange of message is in written or printed form. It is known as written communication. Normally this type of communication takes place in different ways, such as letters, memos, reports, notices, circulars, magazines, etc. So in a written communication, the choice of words should be done carefully. So the words should be in such a way that it should convey a specific meaning. So in the modern age, the need and importance of written communication is increasing day by day. And then non-verbal communication. So any communication without use of words is known as non-verbal communication. So again, non-verbal communication is of two types: body language and sign language. The communication message can be expressed through body language or sign language. Message conveyed by body movements is known as body language. Just as language uses symbols to convey message, our body movements convey message, such as rubbing the nose for feeling tense, putting the hand on forehead for distress, the traffic policeman raising hand to stop the traffic, these are some of the examples of body language. And then sign language. It is a method in which different signs, pictures, signals, colors are used to convey the message. The sign can be of two types, audio signs and visual signs. Audio signs includes the electric bells, sirens, buses, etc. And then visual signs includes posters, cartoons, pictures, and even colors are used to convey message for general information and education. For example, people all over the world can recognize what the traffic lights red, yellow, and green. This is an best example of visual sign language. Communication based on parties. Based on parties, communication is of two types, external communication and internal communication. So an organization has to communicate to its employees and also with outsiders. When an organization communicates with its employees, it is called internal communication. When an organization communicates with the parties which are outside the organization, it is called external communication. So external communication takes place between the company and customers, any government agencies, dealers and suppliers, and even general public. So these are called external communication. And then within an organization, it is called internal communication. So internal communication is of two types, formal communication and informal communication. So based on the authority line, it is classified into formal and informal. So formal communication is basically of directional type. It is classified into downward communication, upward communication, horizontal communication, and diagonal communication. So let us see each one of us individually. First one, formal communication. When an information officially reaches through an employee, it is called formal communication. So the information through official channel is called as formal communication. The first one in formal communication is downward communication. When message is transmitted from higher authorities to subordinates at the lower level, it is known as downward communication. So an organization passes its information, policies, plans, instructions, orders, guidelines from top level to lower level. The message passes from the top level to the immediate subordinate, and then it transfers from their subordinates, and finally it reaches the employees. Normally orders, instructions are conveyed in downward communication. And then upward communication. Upward communication is opposite to downward communication. The message is transmitted from subordinate to higher authorities. The communication system is used to communicate the problems, grievances, suggestions, and reactions of workers to managers. When an employee has any grievances, he will report to the supervisor, and supervisor will communicate to the manager and general manager, and it passes from lower level to higher level. It is called upward communication. And then next one is horizontal communication. Horizontal communication is when communication takes place between two or more persons who are linked to each other by equal status or equal relationship. It is called horizontal communication. When a manager communicates with another manager, co-manager, it is called horizontal communication. So in an organization, the work should be integrated from one department to another department. Only when one department coordinate with the other department, we can achieve the objective of the organization. So the finance manager should effectively communicate with production manager, and production manager in turn he has to communicate with other managers, sales manager, HR manager, like that. So communication between the same cadre is called horizontal communication. The main objective of this communication is to establish coordination in the business process. Next one is diagonal communication. So diagonal communication is multidirectional. The transfer of information among people who are neither in the same department nor on the same level of organizational hierarchy is called diagonal communication. For example, when a finance manager communicates directly to the accounts clerk is an example of diagonal communication. Let me see about informal communication. When an information reaches through unofficial channel, it is called informal communication. So informal communication is also known as grapevine communication because there is no definite route of communication for sharing information. So in this form of communication, the information transfers a long way by passing from one person to another person, leaving no indication from which point it started. It is quite similar to the wine of grapes. Then it is also difficult to find out the beginning and end of the grapevine. And then grapevine communication is of four types: single strand, gossip chain, cluster chain, probability chain. Single strand. So in this form of communication, a person says something to a trustworthy person who in turn passes on the information to another person, and in this way a chain starts moving. Next is gossip chain. So in this form of communication, one person communicates something to number of persons during a course of gossip. So most of the time the nature of information conveyed will be gossip. Next is probability chain. In this form of communication, a person remains indifferent and he will share information to some person and they randomly share the information to somebody else. Likewise, the chain continues to grow in this manner. And then cluster chain. In this form of communication, a person tells something to selected individuals. Those who receive the information further passes it on to another set of selected individuals. In this way, this chain moves on. So if we can see the diagrams of all the chains, we can understand how a message passes through informal channel. So these are the various kinds of communication employed in a business organization. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any suggestions and comment, you can post in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, TT the Tutor.